This is episode 14 of We Don't Give a F podcast. I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Stephanie.
So we're going to start off with our first segment, which is fan or troll, where we decide whether or not the comment is a fan or they are trolling. Did you major in psycho? I think they were trolling me, but also they get my humor, so I feel like they're a fan too. They're a fan that's trolling because that's my humor.
I was going to say this is definitely a troll, but to me this is a compliment because like you know what's up.
Yeah. It's like, to me, it's like, oh yeah, like you get my humor. Like you've obviously been watching my stuff.
We're cancers.
So
the next segment is called Extra Extra. Let's talk about it. This is just trending news, articles, tweets, social media posts, whatever. Girl, do you remember Eddie Winslow from Family Matters?
yes, I do.
Okay, so his real name is Darius Mccray. So apparently, Darius Mccray, Eddie Winslow, and it's funny because that's what it said in the caption. Eddie Winslow is on OnlyFans having fun with Sidney Starr, who is the trans woman from the Bad Girls Club reboot,
Wow!
Baddies.
But he loved hoes. He was married to Superhead.
He was married to Eddie Winslow?
Superhead.
Shut
Yes.
This is news to me, honey. Eddie is a sucio.
He is a sucio, and you know what? He getting in on that OnlyFans money too. All these fucking... See, here's the thing that I mean, he's probably like into it.
Yeah.
So he's doing this because he's making money and into it. But celebrities do not need to do any type of sex or even get naked on OnlyFans to make money. Like, that's the truth. Like, they can make a lot of money on OnlyFans, and
Just
they don't
because
have to
their,
be...
Yeah.
Yeah, just because of people want to see them. I mean, like, what's her name made a ton of money. Oh, God, the one that... why can't I... Is Iggy Azalea made a ton of money.
Yeah, and
she ain't doing anything. Nothing. It's just because people, like, feel like they have more of, like, a personal access, BTS, whatever.
Right. But I look at OnlyFans as a good title because I feel like it is legit a virtual fan club.
It's amazing. I mean, we make money every month. We are not naked. We've never done any type of porn. I mean, I have guys who are nasty to me, and they're like, well, you would be making way more money if you would show tits on the live stream.
But you know what? To me, it was just funny because her name is Sidney Starr, the trans woman from the Bad Girls Club reboot. She put in the caption, me and Eddie Winslow on OnlyFans tonight. The fact that she called him Eddie Winslow.
I know, right? Instead of his real name, because nobody knows him by his real name. They know Eddie Winslow. That is just crazy, but I also think that shows he's kind of bisexual or gay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, Sidney Starr, she's pretty. She looks good. She got a big booty. Like, she's cute. I've seen her in the BADDIE show. Shout out to Sydney. All right. Today's topic that we're going to discuss, and a lot of you are upset about these changes and things, so we wanted to just touch on it, is the changes in food. Like, not only is shrinkflation happening and everything's fucking expensive, but you're getting less stuff, but like there's some weird things changing. For example, shrinkflation, smaller portions everywhere, but more expensive. And shrinkflation is even happening in stuff. Like, I bought a bottle of air freshener and I was like, oh, put this one back. It's like halfway full. All of them were halfway full, even the taped ones that were like completely sealed. And they're charging like $5 a bottle for these stupid air freshener things. I'm like, why the fuck is this more money and it's less product?
So the next one, okay, this isn't a new thing though.
No.
Processed, with chemicals and artificial flavors. This has been going on for a really long time. Like, I've recently gotten into looking at packaging labels. So I'm trying to buy things with bare minimum ingredients. If it has something that it looks crazy, I won't buy it. Because I just think it's crazy what they are allowed to put into our
It's
food.
gotten so much worse though. It's way worse. Now you see a lot of things and it says bioengineered.
Gross.
Like, what?
That's a GMO. Get out of here, baby.
That's on everything. The next one is like there's more vegan options. Like I get like, okay, vegans, I get it. You know, you don't want to eat meat, but like stop trying to make stuff into meat then. You know what I'm saying? Like stay in your lane. If you don't want to eat fucking meat, then eat that broccoli, bitch. But there's like all kinds of fake meat. They're doing vegan eggs. What is a vegan egg?
Vegan eggs those are nasty and they're all chemicals. They're so gross. But I like some vegan things. Like there's some good vegan cheese I've tried. It's made out of like almonds. I like vegan food.
I know you do. Jacqueline's not a big, you like your vegan food, but also you're not like these people who are like, I'm going to make chicken wings and it's like cauliflower. Yeah. All I'm saying is keep it real. Keep it real. I seen something recently called snow crab mushrooms, and it's just enoki mushrooms, but they're shredded to look like crab. That has nothing to do with crab.
No.
Why are we calling it snow crab? Call it shredded mushrooms.
No. So they're starting to exclude ingredients like gluten-free or like not really, we're not seeing it as much. I feel like we're not we're not. I feel like that's not a big marketing thing right now.
Yeah, they're starting to exclude more like specific foods like gluten-free.
Yeah.
Like, okay, good luck finding that. My sister is only eating gluten-free stuff. Like, I don't know how she does it, but we went out to eat at Kobe Steakhouse, which is like hibachi food. And they have a gluten-free option. I didn't even know that. But what is gluten?
I think at its core, I don't know. It's something they use in bread. I don't know really.
It's like
what
flour.
It is. I don't know what exactly it
yeast.
is. I just know that it's mostly in bread.
They're coming out with something called potato milk this year. So look out for that for whatever fucking reason.
I think sweet potato milk would be good. Maybe not the regular potatoes. But the sweet potato milk would be good.
You know what? Jacqueline's got a point. Sweet potato milk might be all right. A little bit of cinnamon in there might taste kind of eggnoggy.
Yeah. I don't know what this is.
Tamarind.
Oh, is it like a spice?
So tamarind it's like a fruit. It's a fruit. It comes on like a seed, and it's almost like a thick... Okay, like remember those bussin' ass wings that we get from the Thai place? The sauce is tamarind.
Okay.
So it's like a soury, sweet kind of thing, but they're going to start using tamarind a lot more in 2024, which I'm excited to see where they go with it. We used to, in New York, there was a guy called the Latinos or the Piragua man, and he just the shaved ice guy. That's all that is. But he would do tamarind flavor, and it was like the most tastiest, delicious, satisfying flavor I've ever had on an icy. And I was like, what is this? And then it literally looks like a brown little seed that's covered in like fruit, but it's almost like fruit. Like you ever seen like those dehydrated mango bars? And that's how it naturally looks. Yes. So that's why it's thick, and even like the sauce that they make is kind of thick. I'm sick of y'all with y'all fake shit, okay? Just own up to what it is. Mocktails, really? Why does it need to be called a mocktail? It has nothing to do with liquor.
Because it's basically telling people it is that cocktail without the liquor.
So it's juice. Call it juice then.
I think mocktails are, my beef with them is they're way too expensive. They're like $16 and they don't have the most expensive ingredient, which is the liquor. So they should be cheaper.
It's juice.
They're like $17. Like make them 10. You just removed the most expensive ingredient, which is the booze.
A mixer, like a fucking mixer and some fruit juice or some what is it? Sparkling water or something like that. Like, come on. I just don't think it's necessary. I don't think we should be.
I like the name. I'm not gonna lie. I like
mocktail.
The name. Yeah,
I mean,
like
the name's fun, I guess. But
I think the name is fun. It seems to be working. It's just they need to reduce the price.
Yeah. I seen a Sleepy Time mocktail, which was just tart cherry juice to make you go to sleep. I'm like, that's cherry juice. Why does that need to be called a mocktail?
Because it is a marketing scheme, BB.
Right, and you not fooling us.
Next one is pizza vending machines. That's gross, and that's not going to work, and that's going to go bankrupt.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I don't think it's going to... You know who's going to buy it? Little teenagers who just got a few extra dollars depending on what they charge for these pizzas, because I bet you they're not going to be gourmet. They're not going to be good pizzas.
And high homeless people when they collect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So this sounds exciting. I would go to one of these. It's a vinyl bar, so you can like get drinks in a record store.
Totally cute. I like that idea.
Yeah, me too. I would totally go to
when are
that.
they opening up? Where?
There's apparently one open already in LA. I forgot the name of it, but they're going to start making more of them this year.
Oh, I think that's fun.
I think so too.
I was in a store with my dad on Sunday, and they were selling records, and he was like, oh my God, they came back. So like this whole idea of records is starting to come back. I will die if they come back and try and sell cassettes and VHSs.
Walkmans.
I would die because they don't know what it is, this new generation. That's a fossil to them. That's like
Phil's little brother.
He didn't know what he didn't know what a phone was, right?
Right. He didn't know what, he was like, because, the little picture.
Why is it a banana? Didn't he say, why is it a banana?
Because you see on the icon of the phone.
That's a little bit weird because I feel like, well, maybe not. I feel like it's in still TV show. I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, so he didn't know that the little like handheld phone that looks like that or whatever, he didn't know what it was. Yeah. He thought all phones look like this. I mean, granted, the kid is like 10.
Yeah.
And then my little brother saw a pay phone and took a picture with it like he's in a fucking museum.
I'm so glad that we really never had to use, like, I remember seeing them, but I never used them because by the time it came about to have to use them, I had a cell phone.
Yeah.
So we never really were the payphone generation.
I remember like when I lived in New York though, and I would go to the city to like look at auditions and do some auditions and stuff using a payphone to like call the company to be like, okay, I'm here. Where do I go? Because we didn't have cell phones.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I had the map on my phone and I can't read a regular map.
I can't read maps. So the next one is a sleepy drink. Sleepy drinks. Oh my God, these aren't new. Like I feel like they've been around, but it's like just drink some chamomile.
Drink some wine. You'll
Drink
pass
some.
out.
Yes, wine will make you pass out too, baby.
Drink a nice bottle of some red sangria. This one is Tuscumin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but apparently cold ramen.
Gross.
Is going to start being sold. I don't even like regular ramen.
I love ramen.
I like pho. I'm team pho. But it's something about
I like both.
That like ramen noodle with the pork belly. It's just not my thing. To me, ramen is like, oh, we have a little piece of pork, an egg, some seaweed and noodles, and somebody put it together. That's how ramen became.
Both.
I don't know if I would eat cold ramen.
I will not be eating. That's like something a cat would eat. I don't even think my cats would eat it. My cats won't eat pate. Like they will only eat shredded.
Chewy won't eat pate either.
Oh my God, they will not eat pate. Like they will only eat shredded.
Yep, Chewy is the same way. Chewy's so picky. Ever since he got his surgery where they took his little kiwis away, he has been so annoying about eating wet food. And like now he won't even eat the one that's mixed with vegetables. He only wants chicken.
My fat cat, he will not really eat wet food. He only eats the dry carb food, and that's why he's chubby. But it's like sometimes he'll eat the wet occasionally. He's just not a wet food. He's carbs. But what am I supposed to do about it?
The little baby.
Mushrooms will be used more for plant-based dishes. So people are going to be farting more. Like, if you're a vegan, you're going to be farting all the freaking time. You're going to be farting so much.
You gassy? I mean, I like mushrooms, but I don't
make
eat them
me
like
gassy.
A lot. Really?
Yeah. I think if I ate a lot, I would be farting all the time.
I can see how mushrooms would be used more for vegan dishes, though, because they seem to have the meatiest texture out of all vegetables.
Yes.
Like a mushroom.
And there's so many different type of mushrooms.
Yeah.
So I see it. Next, glittery syrups and sauces. That is disgusting. I don't need syrup to glitter.
I hate glitter.
That's obviously a nasty chemical that they're just using it so it looks pretty on Instagram. That's how pathetic. Like they're so shallow. They're trying to make the food look pretty for Instagram.
It's like that golden food shit. That shit tastes like aluminum foil. Like the golden flakes, even though they're quote edible, I don't think they're supposed to be.
No.
I wouldn't want to eat that. I mean, I get like maybe, if you're in like a fancy Michelin star restaurant and maybe you want to use it for plating, but I don't think that it's necessary. Ew. The next one is boba will be in pastries and cookies. So instead of just drinking boba in the teas, they're going to start baking boba balls. which is just tapioca, so it might be okay.
I'm not into
But
that.
I like
Stop
boba
trying to
drinks.
add stuff and ruin a perfectly
Right?
good chocolate chip cookie. I don't need no boba in my
We don't need
chocolate chip
boba
cookie.
cookies. Leave the
Stop.
boba with the teas and keep the cookies as is.
So, and the next one is sea-cuttery board, like
Charcuterie.
boards, like
Charcuterie.
charcuterie.
You know, like where you get like the cold cuts and the big plates.
Oh yeah, I know.
So now they're gonna start a seafood one. So you get like some.
I'm into that.
I'm into that too.
I love
love
me fish.
charcuterie, so I would love a seafood
love
one.
fish. Sorry, Finding Nemo. They'll find you in my stomach. That's where you're gonna be found.
So before we get on to our final segment, we want to go ahead and give a shout out to Not Your Son's Weed. This is TCHA cannabinoids, okay? They have edibles, flour, devices, pens, amazing quality stuff. Definitely check them out. I personally am obsessed with the watermelon infused gummies. These are great to help you rest, to relax. If you're trying to get ready for bed and your mind is wandering, you can't get sleepy, this will help you get sleepy. And girls, if you got cramps, eat one of those. I'm telling you.
And the last segment, Therapish, where we give you some advice. How do you deal with a friend who complains about their significant other but stays with them? Don't even answer them.
I was going to say don't entertain it.
Don't entertain it.
Because
Who
the thing
cares?
about that friend is you have already told them.
Yeah, you already told them what's wrong. Don't even listen. Just ignore them.
You've already told them, like,
Straight
girl,
up
you need
what
to
you
do
thought.
this.
And if they're not listening or need your validation, that just they're wasting your time.
Well, you guys, this has been episode 14 of We Don't Give AF podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the new Queen of Comedy and Snarky Brunette on OnlyFans. Follow us on our social medias. Get you some merch at shopthequeenscloset.com. Come see us live. And subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend about We Don't Give AF podcast. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Jacqueline.
Bye. See you next time.